Hey everybody, this is Johnny from Lazy Goblins. So I wanted to do a video. I saw that Cody did a video on motivation, and I listened to it. Of course, support my friend there and the channel, of course. And and I was listening to it, and some of the stuff I found was very helpful. But it's different motivation for all of us. So I kind of want to take a moment and talk to you guys about what it is that motivates me and it keeps me going. I get the question a lot, just like Cody was saying. I also get a question all the time, like, how is it you stay passionate about it? How do you keep going? What is it that drives you and pushes you? So I think it's really, for me, it's four things. It's four things that really drive me. And, first of all, I want to take a moment and talk about how I got to the first thing. So the first thing is really my purpose. What it is that I want. What it is that I really, really want. And it's a long process to get there. It takes a lot of internal thinking out, like just figuring it out here. You got to find out what it is. I've been back and forth. I wanted to do other things in my life. I wanted to be an actor. I wanted to do this thing and that thing. And I just found that those things weren't really for me as much as I thought. I actually get stage fright. I have that stage fright. So I was like, that's not really good for an actor. Or an actress. And I thought, I like working behind the camera, which is kind of how I got into here. So, but I was like, but what's really my purpose? What is it that I really want? Well, I want to entertain people. I really love entertaining. I love creating, and I love being in a creating environment, and that's really what I want. And my purpose is I want to be able to have the freedom and the flexibility to work from home and create what I want to create and make things that I want to make and be successful enough to where I can do it for a living. So I know it seems like that encompasses a lot, but if you really think about it, that doesn't encompass too much. That's what it is I want to be able to have flexibility and be creative in a creative environment. So that took a long time to get there. And I think that's something that, is the first step to really being motivated. You really need to find out what it is you want and the purpose and why it is you're going for these things. Sometimes in life, we all find that we start working on a project or we start doing something because we need to. We need money for financial reasons. We need to do this other thing for personal goal gain. Like, I need to accomplish this thing because I want to accomplish this thing, or it's been told my whole life that I'm great at this and I need to do this. So you feel this obligation that you have to do it. And I totally get that and I understand that. So I think to really figure it out, it takes some time. You almost need to kind of pause and write down a couple things. What it is you're looking for, what it is you're really trying to get, and what it is you want. Where do you want to go? And I know where I want to go is I want to have that creative freedom. I want to work from home and I want to be in a creative environment because I enjoy it. I enjoy the fun atmosphere of working with someone and talking about creating a game. It's the most enjoyable experience to me. So that's what I want. And, and it's, some people don't know. I was talking to someone at work the other day and they're saying, how does you stay so motivated? What is it that, you figured out, what's your secret? And I told them, I said, I just know what I want. I was like, what is it you want? And they're like, I really don't know. I want to make some money. I want to do this. I kind of want to go in some other direction. I really don't know. And I was like, well, I know exactly what I want. I want the ability to work from home. And that's how you got to get to that motivational step. You got to figure out what it is exactly you want. So when someone says, what do you want? You can answer it. Because how are you going to be motivated about something when you have so many other conflicting things in your life that take you from what it is you're trying to achieve, that pull you in all these different directions. My normal job. Well, I want to do really well at that. I want to excel. Oh, but I really love this other hobby over here. Oh, I really would love this hobby. And sometimes you just got to narrow your focus. So the second thing that motivates me, and it sounds silly, but working towards that goal motivates me. Coming home every day and having that purpose that I want and then working towards that is so exciting because that means that the possibility of it actually happening is there. You just have to work towards it. You have to put in a little effort. You just have to come home and spend some time on it. Now, some people say, you got to spend 8 hours or longer and constantly keep working on it. And that can be true. If you have the flexibility and the free time, go for it. But I work 40 hours a week at my job. I got to be there by 7:30, and I work till 4:30. So I'm up at 5 o'clock in the morning, getting ready, doing all the normal morning stuff, getting lunches and all that stuff. I take my wife to work or the train, and then I go to work. So I don't even get home till about 5:40. So to have that energy when I get home is not always easy. When I get home, sometimes I want to unwind. Sometimes I just have to sit down, watch an episode of something, kind of relax, have a soda and a snack or something, and just kind of relax for a second. Because I've already been out working, putting in energy in my job, which I'm not passionate about, but I'm a kind of person that likes to be, not an overachiever, but to just achieve. I like to do well at my job. I like to put 110 into whatever I'm doing. So for me, in order to succeed or feel fulfilled, I need to do well at my job. So I give it as much good effort as I can at work. I try to reserve some for the house to work on the project, but that doesn't always work that way. Sometimes you just have to give it everything you have at work. So I'll sit and I'll watch a show, and then I say, what I'm doing right now, how is that helping me get to my purpose, my goal of what I want? How am I working towards that? So I could sit here and watch 5 more hours and, relax and then go to bed and get up and do my routine again. Or I can go make a difference towards what I'm passionate about and what I want and make a change. And it might take a long time. It might take 6 months, a year and a half, 3 years, 5 years. But at the end of the day, once I achieve that goal, how am I going to feel? I'm going to feel amazing. I'm going to be able to work from home, making games. How exciting is that? So that's why you have to be passionate about it. You have to have that energy, that fire that gets you going. It's not easy. Everyone has a tough road, and they tell you it's not overnight. You got to keep putting in those hours. And then one day when it works out, it's like magic. All of a sudden, just overnight, everything seems to change. So my other thing that I keep in mind is I'm just sheer determination. I am a just determined person. Like I said, I like to give 110%. I want it. And I think it's like determination / like hungry, maybe, because I'm really hungry for it. I feel like right now is a good time to just get in there with what's going on in the industry, and that's important. If you're into this because you want to get into video games, or if you're into this kind of stuff because you want to get into acting, or if you want to be, an architect or whatever it is, you got to be in the research, doing the stuff that you love. You have to be encompassing everything about it. I'm always reading about stuff in the game industry, figuring stuff out. So it keeps me determined, it keeps me motivated. Knowing that the Switch is a great platform right now for indie developers, having an opportunity like that, having the opportunity that with Cody, that he's got the Mac now, so we can actually release on Android and iPhone. That's huge, because we're going to reach so many more markets. Understanding what's going on, what other systems are doing things, and what kind of things are going on, is a great kind of thing. So in order to stay focused on my goal, I kind of try to surround myself with what's going on. Immersion is one of the best ways, I think. It keeps you informed, it keeps you ready, and in the know of what's going on. So keeps me determined, it keeps me hungry. And I see some people, there's people out there, I've heard a quote somewhere, I can't remember who, and I apologize if you said it, comment, if you ever listen to this video, and I'll definitely give you a shout out. But they said something like, you got to remember, the people that are achieving greatness or that are doing well, they're not smarter than you. They're not more hardworking than you. They just knew what they wanted and they went for it, and they didn't stop until they got there. So you got to remember, because Cody and I are doing this, that doesn't make us like more determined than you, or makes us more successful in that sense. It just makes us more like driven at this point in time. We want it, we're going for it, we're going to try our best and give it 110. And that's at the end of the day, that's all you can really say about anything, right? I mean, because we only have what time we have, so you might as well just go for it, give it everything you have, and see where the road takes you. So I think that's a great thing, though. I think that's a great to realize, once you kind of have that understanding that the people that have done this before me, when they were there, they were where I was at one point. They're at the beginning. They started somewhere. They had to learn. They had to come up. They had to do all the dirty work and the grunge work and the grind and all that stuff too. So it's almost like success, right? Like it's like motivating me more because like, wait, that means they did it. That means I can do it because they did it. So I see all these people, these indie developers making stuff, and it's just like, wow. So I focus on the excitement of like what could be, the excitement of the possibilities of where we could end up, and getting back to my goal of being able to work on like for a living at home, working on my passion, working on games. Most exciting thing ever to me. So another big thing. So I'd say this is number 4. Number 4 for me is your environment. I really have to focus on the positive people around me. And I think that's important for anyone. You don't have to necessarily, I'd say, cut out people that are negative in your life. I think it would help, but I'm not here to tell you, I cut out a whole bunch of negative people in my life and that helped me. That's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm saying is you have to focus on the people that are around you that are positive, that are having your back and are having your best interests. Having that positive environment, and I don't just mean my wife. My wife's extremely positive. Like today, I suffer from depression and PTSD, and stuff like that. And the other day, as I was saying earlier, I was sick, so I couldn't really work. And today at work, I was like really down, really depressed. And my wife's like, I've noticed that you are really excited lately, and you've been really motivated, and you have like this newfound energy. And it's always when you're working on your projects, when you're working on that goal that you have for yourself. So I think you're not happy right now because you didn't work on it last night, because you were exhausted, because you had to work so much because it was a holiday, so I only got one day off. So she said that, and that made me think, and I was like, oh my gosh, you're right. Like that's exactly what it is. I didn't go for what I want to go for, which keeps me motivated and energized and excited. So I feel down. I feel grungy. I don't feel like I did well today. Just like it's just like anybody that does stuff consistently. Like if you work out all the time, if you eat super healthy, if you, whatever it is that you're passionate about or doing, reading a book, anything like that, when you don't do that thing, you feel off. Like you feel like you missed something, right? You're like, there was something I was supposed to do and I didn't do it. So having that support of her reminding me that, having Cody to be like a great, like, hey man, you can do this. We got this. Let's go in there. Let's try to get this done tonight. Let's do this part tonight. Anything like that is so helpful. So I have people at work that are excited for me because they know that I'm doing something I'm passionate about. Having that is really exciting. So, you have to find the people that are in your life that want you to succeed and want to help you get there. So that way they give you that sometimes when you need that extra push, that extra little oomph because you're just done. They're there for you. So my 4 main things of staying motivated are, like I said, purpose, having that, figuring it out what it is that you want. That's the hard part. Figuring out what it is you want, why you want it, what you're going to do to get there. Working towards that goal is what keeps me motivated. Working towards my goal, my purpose of what I want, my goal of what I want to achieve, what I'm looking forward to. Determination, having that willpower to say, I want this and I'm not going to stop till I get it. Like I said, it just takes a little bit of day every day. You just got to keep on giving it some love, and it will eventually pan out. I believe some famous person, like some scientist, said something like that. If you keep working at something, mathematically, it's almost impossible for it not to pay out. So determination in a positive environment. You got to surround your people that love you. They're there for you because they're going to keep you motivated and they're going to keep you going. And that's kind of what this whole channel is about. That's what Cody and I are about. We want to help each other out. We want to help other people out. We want to give you guys that drive because we've been there. We know what it's like to not have someone in your corner backing you up saying, hey, you got this. And yeah, it might be tough this week, but you had a bad week. That doesn't mean you have to have a bad day next week, or you don't have a bad year. We got to just keep going forward. So that's what we're here for. So like I said, I just wanted to kind of do this video, give you guys my take on my motivation, what keeps me going. Just because, I think everyone has a little bit different tools. And so we figured the more tools you guys have, the more successful you'll be in your creative journeys. So until next time, keep creating, and we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.